Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of the Bombers Club. Me and Bobby are out here at the Quixote Golf Club, and we are going to play a 6-hole match.
About it. Anytime
I would like
I'm
to point out
in the
he's
fairway.
about 25 yards short of Ryan.
It's going to be fun. Match play, breakfast ball off the first if you need it. Deal?
Yeah.
Okay. For those of you out there, if you're the type that doesn't allow me to hit a breakfast ball, I don't want to play with you.
Yeah.
Okay? That's why I like Kyle. We're on the same boat. Long drivers like breakfast balls.
I need friends, so, you know.
Me too.
552, par 5, pretty straight away. Wind off the right.
If you guys hit it long and spray it a little bit, like us, this is the type of course you want to play. You got some margin for error off the tee. You can find your balls if you're a little offline. So let's see if we can shoot under par, make some birdies and eagles. Good one.
It's up the left side. Should be fine.
So normally when Kyle plays, he hits irons off tees.
Yeah, this would be one hole I would consider hitting driver on in fairness, but like unless it's extremely wide open with literally holes on either side of it, I really just don't see a need to hit anything other than 1 iron.
Left. Where is that?
Just a little right. It's not crazy right, but it's like 30 yards right of that big tree.
What I've observed when Kyle plays, everyone thinks that he's going to go overpower the golf course with the driver all the time. The advantage of hitting it long is you can actually take driver out of the bag. You know, you can hit a club that you can spin a little bit more, control a little bit more, and keep it in play. Would you say that's more your strategy, or do you just try to rip driver everywhere?
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it is my speed allows me to put an extra wedge in the bag. Like if a course is on a plot of land where the holes run back and forth in each other so you can miss it 100 yards right or left, and you're still in the property, that's one thing. But if you have a normal course where there's a lot of OB, a lot of water hazards, I just don't see the point because like my 1 iron is mid 180s, upper 180s ball speed, and I think it's really accurate. I'm really comfortable with that club, and I feel like the rest of my game is pretty good.
Like if you were to play a PGA Tour event,
I probably wouldn't hit
how many drivers do you think in a normal round? Like,
I mean, 3? On certain courses like Torrey Pines, I might hit 3 or 4, but like on most courses, I probably wouldn't bring my driver.
So we're in the fairway to start. Kind of a little bit of a heel cut drive, but it's fine. I'm not going to complain about it. Anytime
I would like
I'm
to point out
in the
he's
fairway.
about 25 yards short of Ryan.
Yeah,
I might have hit trees.
He smoked his.
I might have hit trees too.
Yeah, yours probably ran through that nice hard pan.
Yeah, while running into some tree branches that sent it straight down. Yours ran out on the fairway and still short.
Well, whatever. Longest hitter in the world's bragging about out driving me. You think Usain Bolt does that anytime he like races some random pedestrian? Yeah, we got 181 here, a little bit downwind. I'm gonna hit a little hold off 9 iron here. I don't really want to go over the green. Looks like that's no bueno. Not when you hit it like that.
It's actually not a bad kick to get into that bunker. I'd much rather the bunker shot than the shot over the bunker. So I have 165 left. I'm kind of torn between trying to play a bit of a hook that will go against the way this green is shaped and it'll land a lot harder, or a cut against the wind that will land softer.
This is not an easy shot. Of course, anytime we miss the fairway, it seems like the tree is right in line with where we want to go.
I think I'm gonna go with the cut and just let it kind of really rip around the tree.
Ooh, is that long?
Yeah, it's fine, but that was a great line.
Yeah.
Had like maybe 10 yards
What
too
a
much.
shot. How much did that cut? Like 50?
What?
50-yard cut?
Yeah. 1 club too long. That was literally perfect. Probably like 5 yards too long. I just didn't know how much that wind would hurt or help it.
Yeah, Kyle almost pulled off a miracle shot. He sliced that thing about 50 yards left to right around a tree.
Catch any trees.
Yeah, oof.
That's what I was telling you, dude. That was maybe 5 yards too long.
He's got a touchy one. Let's just say that. All right, got to get up and down for birdie here. Caught a little bit too fat. It's not very good.
I was very close to this being a great shot. Probably was about 5 yards too long. So not a big deal. Should try to bank it into the bank and just let it skip up.
That's big time.
Pretty much how I wanted it to
shot.
go right there. The cool thing about this place is like you can tell if it's gonna be an into the grain or down grain situation. This grass was pretty shiny, so I knew it wouldn't hit and bounce straight back at me. So I was able to have that as an option. If that was like into the grain, I would have had a lot less options, and I probably would have either had to take a much lower lofted club than a pitching wedge, or just try to hit something that flies to the top, which would have been a very tough shot.
Kyle just hit a 9 out of 10 chip shot there, hitting it into the bank. He's got like a 4.5, 5 footer for birdie, so I probably need to make this just to tie the hole. Good bird.
Thanks.
Hell of a bird, I would say.
I'll take it up and down from there. That wasn't a fun shot to look at right there, but that's why you make the money of the short game. I'll tell you guys that much right now. By no means this match a foregone conclusion. I was hitting with him on the range and he was putting on a laser show, so I know he's gonna play good today. On to hole 8, got 148 to the flag. With the wind being as strong as it is, I'm actually considering an 8-iron.
It's 148, it's probably playing 175. A normal amateur, a normal player, they might say, oh, this is a 1-club wind. A 1-club wind for a normal player is probably at least a 2-club wind for us because our balls are just in the air and so much higher up in the air. So the wind just does so much damage to it if you're hitting into it.
That was brutal.
It's gonna be a tough up and down over there.
It's not the worst spot though, that was just a terrible shot. Just got stuck big time.
I got the same club he had. He just got a little stuck underneath it. Sometimes when you try to take a bunch off, it messes with your timing. So you gotta still commit to whatever shot you're trying to hit. Where'd that go?
Over.
Hey,
you know what happened? The second you hit it, this wind went from this way to that way. I saw it because when that ball started moving that way, it's just a crosswind.
So that's an example of me hitting a shot pretty much exactly how I wanted to, and the wind just switched on me, and it's a tough break.
If you want to play like Tiger Woods in 25 miles an hour of wind, it's probably not going to happen. And if you get angry at bad shots because of the wind, it's just going to compound things. You just got to have good expectations and just try to hang in there as best you can and keep the ball down.
You wouldn't think we'd both miss the green from 148. That just shows what that wind was doing to us, both mentally and what it actually did to the ball.
Yeah.
You know, I know you didn't execute your shot the right way, but still, like, normally 148 is just a little baby pitching wedge right in the center of the green. But
yeah, it just makes you think a little more when the wind kicks up like it does. It can be a little tougher to predict and manage where you want to hit it. And just makes you feel a little more unconfident. I mean, it really does. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
You're not as comfortable over the shot.
We got a couple up and down opportunities. Kyle's a lot easier than mine.
I'm gonna be going first here. I have a pretty substantial slope, and just off the green here. I'm gonna go with an 8-iron, play a link style shot, just bump it into the side of that hill, let it skip up. Just to be totally honest, because this is a little tight and I'm not super comfortable taking a more lofted shot. Anytime you're in between a shot, take the shot that you think is easier for you to execute, even if it might not be as predictable, just because it allows you to play with more confidence. So that's what I'm gonna try to do here. Just bank it into the side and have it skip right up to the green. That took a pretty tough kick to the left, but I mean, I left myself a very makeable putt.
I went deep, and anytime you go long of a green, it seems like you got a really tough up and down because the green's gonna slope away from you. This is one of those situations. So it's not a hard shot, it's just one where I have to pick it right, pick it clean. Because if I miss hit it at all, it's gonna come back to me. And if I catch a little thin, it's just gonna run off the front of the green. So as long as I just hit it solid and get it up in the air, land about 5 feet on the green, it should be pretty good. Like that, so that's what I'm talking about. I just got the yips. I got the yips chipping. It's just, nah, I just got the yips. I'm a head case.
It's a good touch there. And again, that's for me like why I'm totally fine if I'm over there giving myself a 10 or 15 footer because I can leave myself a very makeable putt.
If the longest hair in the world is making putts, I'm in trouble. And he's got 2 putts through 2 holes. All right, we got a 415-yard par 4. This is the 9th hole out here at Quixote Club. Just a little bit of a dogleg right, but we're hitting straight into the wind. So it's gonna play a little longer than that. It'll probably play more like 450. And unfortunately, I'm 2 down through 2. And it's only a 6-hole match, so I gotta start making up some ground here quickly.
I practiced pretty substantially on this course yesterday, so I have a pretty good idea where I want to put this. And then I should just leave a nice little wedge in.
Left
Should
that
be
one
fine.
a little right.
Wind will push it back too. Yeah. It's gonna be a little right of the fairway, but there's no real serious issues being right here.
Oh.
Well, Bobby and I will be in the same spot, so it's not a terrible place to be. There's a chance of maybe a tree or two to consider, but it's not a super thickly wooded area. I got 172 left. Again, wind's hurrying off the right. And I got a bit of a gap. Need to play probably about a 15-yard fade. I'm gonna hit an 8-iron here. Bit of a chip shot 8-iron, squeeze it out to the bit. Just try to put this on the just center of the green.
Great shot.
Nice. That's pretty much exactly what I wanted there. Got it just under that branch, and I think we got probably about 15 feet left, so I'll take that any day of the week.
Got 150 yards here.
Would you have rather been over there with a better lie, you think?
100%. Things aren't going well. Pretty good, I guess.
Not bad at all.
I'm gonna have to make a putt for par.
Yeah, about 20 feet. All right, so Bob hit a fantastic shot. He's got maybe 12-footer for par. I have about 30, a little over 30 feet for birdie. So this will be pretty uphill, quite slow. The last probably 5 or 6 feet, it should move pretty good to the left. Definitely makeable though.
Did you make another one? Oh! God.
I knew it was gonna be slow. It's just when you have this Bermuda and you're putting into the grain, it slows down so fast. But can't be upset about 2 putting from 35 feet.
Good putt, dude. I thought you made it.
That would have been nice.
All right. I got to make this just to avoid going 3 down through 3. So I need something good to happen.
Boom. Dude, what a par.
Needed that. Mentally, I needed that.
You know, that's really impressive to be able to hit the shot he hit, see me hit the shot I hit, and then he's from a bare lie, 133 out.
Did you guys see that?
12 feet, and then bang, par to have the hole.
All right, we're out here at hole 10 of the Quixote Club. I'm 2 down through 3. It's a 350-yard par 4, a little bit of help wind off the left. Kyle has an iron here. No, he's not laying up. He's actually going for it. And I legitimately think he can get to the putting surface here. So probably gonna hit, what, are you trying to hit a straight ball, a little fade here?
Yeah, I'll probably hit a bit of a draw that holds off on the wind. I'd rather be short, you know, as a rule. I try to stay below the hole in general. So if I have 2 clubs, one could go long, one can go short. I'd prefer the short club.
He smoked it, just absolutely smoked it. Bunker?
Looks like it's close. If it was on the left edge of that bunker, it's definitely going to be there.
Kyle's handy for sure. I'm going to try a little bit of a different shot. I'm going to choke
He's definitely
up
got to take some off with this.
and hit a big slice up and see if I can land it softly up there. Didn't slice.
Nothing wrong with that. So Bobby's a little left, but not a bad miss. He's going to be in the fairway. We both have good looks of birdie here.
What's fun about golf is we're warming up in the range. He's like tossing clubs, getting frustrated, hitting it so bad.
I still am hitting it terrible. That's the funny thing.
Well, you're hitting some good shots though, and I'm flushing it on the range, like putting on a stripe show. Every shot's right where I want it, and I'm out here and I'm absolutely clueless. It's like it doesn't even matter how you're hitting it on the range. I feel like there is like almost no correlation between how you're hitting on the range and once you step out on the course. It's because you're completely different mindset.
Your body's in a different zone. Like, here's how I've always looked at it. If you're hitting it great on the range, just assume that you're on fire that day and you're just going to carry right on into the round. If you're hitting it like crap, just assume you're getting all your bad shots out of the way and you're destined to hit a lot of better shots.
Right, and you're playing with house money if you do.
Exactly. People might say, well, you can't have it both ways. Which way is it? Well, you know what? If you want to have a great mental game and you want to play this game the highest level that you can, you mentally need to do the gymnastics in your mind that allow you to have it both ways so that you can be confident, comfortable, and ready to play. By the way, highly recommend checking out any of Dr. Rotel's books. He's been my psychologist since I was like 13 years old, and I mean, the dude's brilliant. So A lot of this stuff I've learned from him, so I highly recommend you check out his books.
All right, I got 50 yards. Really like where I'm putting myself off the tee today. That should be pretty good. Kyle's not impressed, I don't know.
All right, so that's where I landed. Would have been cool to see where this would end up if it landed 3 yards left, but it's a pretty simple splash out. Just stay focused and just make a good swing. See if we can get it close. Or we could leave it right there.
Go in. No.
Did that bounce up like 2 inches on
Yeah.
you? That would have been perfect.
That's just all right, this is to win the match.
All right, so I got this left center, left edge, and should just slide a little bit.
Good match. Quick one. Supposed to be 6, ended up only being 4. I got absolutely dismantled.
That was a fun one, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Just
I
golf
mean, I just got
sometimes.
absolutely destroyed.
That's golf. I've gotten
And I will say,
destroyed
so you
sometimes,
shot, so we played 4 holes. Kyle shot 2 under. Barely missed a birdie putt on 3. 2 was a good up and down. I mean, 2 under through 4 holes. I mean, at least I didn't get beat by him. Just
Dude, you didn't
hacking
play bad
around out here.
You know, it's just a tough game sometimes.
What this says is that this dude's ready to go play it on the PGA Tour, I think. I mean,
maybe soon. We'll see.